Good afternoon, ladies and germs, boys and girls, rednecks, hillbillies, jocks, cheerleaders, nerds, and pillow sniffers, where we have a little bit of content for everybody. Heck, if we ain't got it, you don't want it. Now, enough of smiles and laughter, time for some tears. So, let me grab my cheat sheet here. So, I want to talk about one of the hottest subjects on the planet Earth right now. And I mean, it's scorching hot, hotter than 3 hex. I'm sure by now you guys watching this video know exactly what most of the content is on this. It's that Wuhan CoronaVirus that's in China. My cheat sheet here. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the notes, the things I've been reading, and you guys can highlight this. You can go to Google, you can go to anywhere, it's all over the news. Find it absolutely everywhere. So 4 people in Scotland have tested for the Wuhan CoronaVirus. Wuhan is placed under lockdown, complete lockdown, and that's just one of the areas over there. I mean, this place is like 11,000 people, like the size of New York City. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Okay, so it's killed 17 people in China. This is a nasty thing, guys. I mean, this is a nasty, nasty beast. It really is. So, this is a respiratory virus is what this is. It has kind of the same symptoms as flus, colds, things like, cough, soreness, hard to breathe, fever, all that jazz. And I'll go through more content with you here in a minute. But it's a nasty one, guys. And it's gotten into different continents. It's actually in America now. This is scary stuff. They don't even, what's even more scary is China doesn't even know how it happened. Well, there's talk about animals in the market. They were selling animals, and I'll get more into that too here in a minute. But to not know exactly how this thing grew, how are you going to know how to kill it? You can't. It's too early. So, okay, so more than 600 people, more than 600 and growing people confirmed infected by this virus. Over 600. That was this morning. I don't know what it is now. That number may have jumped by twice or maybe a quarter more. I don't know. But that was this morning around, I think about 9:15 was when I was reading all this information. So, the Wuhan coronavirus continues to spread throughout the area of Asia and across the world. The key word is world. That means US, that means Canada, it means Mexico, it means UK. Boys and girls, did we not learn our lesson with SARS in 2002, 2003? And I mean, that whole disastrous disease killed a lot of people, man. And I'll get to some of those numbers in a minute. But, I'm a very clean person. I'm extremely, extremely clean. I wash my hands when I go to Publix or any grocery store for that matter. The first thing I'm darting for is the hand sanitizer. And if there's no hand sanitizer nowhere, I go straight to the bathroom, turn on some warm water, if not hot water, and wash my hands real good. I've always been that way. I don't want to call myself a germophobic, but maybe I am. I'm very clean. But being healthy and taking care of yourself will help you prevent anything from happening. Avoid any kind of personal contact with somebody that's coughing and crouping, which I do anyway. And I don't do handshakes with somebody that's coughing, and I don't want to be rude. I just find a subtle way to say, I'm sorry, I can't afford to get sick. And it seems like you've got a cold. I won't say flu or virus or whatever, but I try to be as professional and as kind as I can be, but I've always been that way. I can't afford to be sick. So, I do a lot of different things to help myself out. I mean, I think I eat right. I don't eat any crustaceans. I don't eat any pork, ham, crab legs, shrimp, lobster. Now, I used to eat the fire out of that stuff, man. I mean, I've set records in restaurants. I have pissed off some people, some managers, because I used to eat a lot of that stuff. But I quit years ago, and I feel a lot better. And I mean a lot better. Challenge me on that. Try it yourself. Get about 6 months, 8 months, and I guarantee you'll notice a difference. Now, where I am guilty of is I eat a lot of salt. I shouldn't. I call salt the white death because it's just really, really bad for you. But I don't drink sodas. I quit sodas about 12 years ago. I haven't touched sodas at all. So, and I don't drink a lot of fruit drinks no more either, which is loaded with sugars, corn syrup, whatever. But the one thing I do, a lot of juicing. I got a juicer machine. I do broccoli, kale, spinach, almond nuts, sea moss, man. Google that stuff. That stuff is phenomenal. From Ireland or Jamaica. I like the sea moss from Jamaica better. It just seems to have a strength to it that the Ireland does not. But put it in this juice and blend it all up with your water, your filtered water, which is what I was talking about the last video. Being prepped, being prepared for some of this stuff. And filtered water and drink it. Tastes like doo-doo. I've never had doo-doo, so I don't know what doo-doo tastes like, but it doesn't taste good at all. And let's drink some here. Chase it down with some spring water. Anyway, I'm digressing. Back to the issue. Okay, so I was wrong about the number. I said 11,000. I don't know why I said that. There's 11 million people in that city of Wuhan. It's the size of New York City. I said 11,000. I was wrong. It's 11 million. My bad. Oh my gosh. Precautions worldwide. Countries including the US, UK, and Australia will begin health screenings at airports. As if that's not enough craziness as it is in the first place going through airports. This is going to be lots of fun. I can see this all over the news. I can see a lot of people getting pissed off. Is it going to help? Don't know, but you already got to get an hour ahead of time in airports anyway. The frustration. They've shut down all travel in Wuhan. There's no airports running, no trains, no nothing. They have quarantined this place. Make no mistake about it. These people are not playing, and they shouldn't. Can you imagine what that would happen in New York City, guys? Anywhere in the United States. I don't care. New York City, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, Tennessee, where I live at, anywhere, California. I don't know what the population is entirely in the United States, but I know in Hamilton County it's around 1.4, 1.5 million people in Hamilton County. And it might have doubled that since all these jobs and fiber optics. I don't know the exact number on that. That's a lot of people just in this area. So, okay. So you know this is gonna affect everything. It's going to affect the stock market. It's going to affect travel. It's going to affect everything. Jobs, even e-commerce, buying and selling online. A lot of people buy things in China, depending on what part of China you're buying from. Stocks in China have their worst day in more than 8 months on Thursday as the deadly virus spreads across the country. China's Shanghai Composite closed down at 2.75% Thursday afternoon, and Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index closed down at 1.5%, and the benchmark has left about 4% so far this week. Now, I'm not a stock analyst. I mean, I've dabbled a little bit in day trading and penny stocks and things like that, and I still dabble a little bit, but I'm not an expert on that stuff. But from what I've read, this is going to have a sweeping effect across the planet, not just in China, everywhere. Where China believes this virus started is the market, which I said earlier. They believe infected animals at the market that were being sold. Now, I was raised Southern. I was raised in the country. But I've never known anybody to eat some of these things these people are selling in these markets. Maybe that's why they got this disease over there. Because this is the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of. Let me give you an example, okay? So, snakes, raccoons, bats. I don't even want to see or touch a bat. More or less eat one? What are you going to put a leash around its neck and fly it around a room somewhere? Oh man. Dogs and cats. I thought dogs were man's best friend. Apparently not in China. It's their best meal on the table, I guess. That's just craziness. And many other animals. I mean, there's just a whole list of animals they eat over there. I mean, we're talking some of the sea creatures. I mean, gators, oh man, sharks. Once again, this traveled from animal to human being, from animal to man. I didn't know that was possible. Obviously, I was wrong. It is very possible because it's happened. And so now they're saying the worst, or the easiest way to get it now is from human to human. By touching, coughing, sniffing, whatever. You know, I can't imagine a society where you have to wear masks everywhere and you have to wear gloves. I hope and pray this thing does not grow into anywhere close to SARS in 2002, 2003. So, in 2003, SARS confirmed cases of 8,098 cases. Deaths were 774 deaths. The death rate was 9.6%. That was in SARS in 2003. Oh, got a cough. I gotta watch out. Hope I'm not getting sick. I think I'm just allergic to myself. Probably just sneezing and coughing at myself. So Singapore confirms first case of Wuhan virus. Doctors in Singapore have diagnosed a 66-year-old Chinese national with Wuhan CoronaVirus. I wonder what the ages are most of these victims. Because you know, as you get up in age, your immune system changes, your body changes, everything changes. You can't fight this stuff off as well. You're not as strong to. With children as well, infants. Indian nurse in Saudi Arabia diagnosed with the Wuhan coronavirus. Once again, these are different places. This is not just contained. Like I said when I first introduced, you know, it was enough for the laughter and smiles. Now we've got some tears going on here. This is some really sad stuff, guys. You know, please post some comments. You know, if you got some ideas about how we can be safer, being sanitized, you know, carrying some hand sanitizer in your car with you, keeping some in your pocket, little pocket size, or whatever it may be, post a comment. And I would love to read those comments, actually. So, UK is saying that they're well prepared for this. Wuhan coronavirus, says the Health Secretary of UK. Well, good for you. If this is true, good for you. Coronavirus spreads more easily from person to person, which we just talked about that. And previously thought. It says from person to person than previously thought. How would they even think that? They don't have no research. They don't have no data. They have nothing. Having something will give us some hope. I don't have anything. How the coronavirus affects your body. Now this is going to get interesting here, guys, because we're going to talk about details on this. So if you want to self-diagnose yourself, if you start feeling oozy, easy, whatever, fatigue, coughing, feverish, whatever, these are the nuts and bolts to look for. Here we go. All right. Coronavirus are a family of infections that include the common cold and viruses such as SARS and MERS, M-E-R-S. Common symptoms: headaches, fatigue, runny nose, cough, sore throat, muscle pain. Once again, I don't know how you could tell the virus versus a flu, because they're the exact same. Potential complications: high fever above 38 Celsius or 100.4 Fahrenheit. trouble breathing, pneumonia, even death. Well, that wouldn't take genius to figure that out. If you're dead, you're dead. Spread. Human-to-human transmission have been confirmed. People advised to wear masks, wash hands frequently, and avoid close contact with anyone who has a fever and a cough. No joke. No joke, Sherlock. So, I'd like to hear from some of you guys. This channel is new. I've seen there's a lot of views on this channel though, so I know there's a lot of you watching this, or a handful of you that's watching it multiple times. But the views on these channels, so I know you guys are watching this. I like to hear from you guys. I like to hear your thought on this. You know, I like I said in the previous video, I'm not a prepper, but I take a lot of pride in how I, you know, prepare myself for any kind of anything. So besides boarding my doors and windows and locking myself into a closet and sucking my thumb like in a fetal position, I'm not going to do something that extreme, but I still like to have filtered water, some food, medical supplies, you know, things like common sense stuff. So, oh, again, guys, what's the secret? Like us, subscribe to us, ring the bell. So that makes my job a whole lot easier. Make sure you guys, for the future of these videos, if you have anything or topics you want to talk about, comment it to me, and we will find some information, some intel on it, and discuss it. Until next time, guys, thank you. See ya.